Hi everyone and welcome back to the Bods. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You join me today for, I'm not going to call this a city update, even though I am in the city. I'm going to call this some necessary housekeeping again. I need to try and get all of the sets that I said I'd taken out of my Lego room, tidied up the Lego room, actually into this space, so into the backlog cupboard. But I'm struggling. I've got 28 sets in the hallway outside and downstairs right by my kids' room that they have to walk over every day. And I don't know how I'm going to get 28 sets into this cupboard. So, there is very little space in this backlog cupboard. Like none. None at all. And as well as those 28 sets, I've also got, I think, 2 there. That one should be in the cupboard really. A whole bunch stopping you getting into the standing hole here as well. And I just don't see how it's doable. Now, my entire house has a lot of stuff in. Like, I've spent 40 years of my life accumulating stuff. And the last 2-3 years I've been trying to get rid of stuff. But alongside the Lego city and 2 children to raise, I don't make much progress. And I listened to this lady on the internet who talks about decluttering techniques, and one of the things she sort of says is the container concept. It's the size of your space is the size of your space, and so if it doesn't fit in there, you have to get rid of stuff. And I seem fine with doing that for everything else in the house. Like I've made progress on things by going, right, it doesn't fit in the space, I've got to choose my favourite things, get rid of the rest. But I don't know how to do it with this space, because I want to keep everything in here, and I don't feel like I can make another backlog cupboard. That seems like it would be a step too far. I mean, I do have this second cupboard here, but it's not get toable. I could start stacking things in there, but there's a big hole in this cupboard where we tried to knock through into the loft next door, which maybe would solve all our problems. Maybe we should do that piece of work. But I just don't think that that is the answer, because I want to be able to get to the cupboard properly. So if I go in a bit more, you'll see there's actually shelves in here. So if I put a whole load of stuff in here just to get it out of the way, whilst that would make the room as a whole tidier, it would not be great for getting to those boxes. One thing I could maybe do is lose this from here. I think this would be better placed down in our Lego room, so maybe I'll start actually here. My plan was to try and reorganise the backlog cupboard and make that sort of better stacked and see if that would help. But I think this space, like, there's no need to have that clear, so I could start stacking on this here. We've got drawers at the bottom down here. I can't open the cupboard to show you better because there's the El Dorado Fortress in front of it. So I'm going to just take this out, I think, and work through this pile of sets here and work out if any of these can go or not. And I think maybe I've got in here, you can see top shelf is like minifigures, and there's some Super Mario collectible things there as well. Maybe those are the things that I need to move elsewhere, because those are in the to sell bracket. So maybe my to sell Lego needs to be somewhere other than here, and this is just for backlog stuff. That's one way of categorizing it. I feel like it's just still trying to make it so that I can keep more stuff, but it would at least make it more categorized. So this is going to go downstairs. I'm going to do that literally right now and go and find a place for it in the studio, because this is the kind of storage we do want to have in the studio for all those miscellaneous parts that don't fit in big categories. I think having these little drawers would be useful, and getting some more of these would be useful. So I'm going to take that down now. Okay, so I've taken it out. Look, lots of space here, and it turns out there's still tons of stuff in the way as well. So I'm going to go through and work out, do we need all of this? So we've got the base for the Amelia Earhart set. We've got our Amelia Earhart plane in the city, so this is clearly not useful anymore. So I'm going to put this in the part out pile. We've got a box here, and a little set, tiny little car. I don't really need that car. In fact, it's not even in here, so I've just got the instructions, which we don't keep anymore. Awesome minifigures instructions. What series is this? Series 15. I probably don't need that. I do try and keep one of these for every series, so I'll double check whether I've got that already. But a small number of parts, like there's the little traffic cones in there and the extra bits. So I can put that into our parts collection, so that can go into the part out pile as well. I've got a random Doctor Who figure that isn't I think this is Doctor Who. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But it's not even Lego, so I might try and offload that. I don't care for that. And some parts that are sorted, so again, that can go into the parts collection. We've got some instructions here that I don't think are even Lego instructions. I think this is part of maybe... Oh, I wanted to say the like little Bluetooth motor things we have. They sometimes come with instructions to build something or other. But I don't think they're made by G-Star, so that's going straight in the bin. Oh, this is a piece that is completely broken. I think this goes on the top of something. I'm pretty sure I've seen a replacement part for this as well, so that can go in the bin. A small amount of base plate that's been cut. That can go, I mean, that's still going to be useful, but I don't know where I'd look for it. A part that was meant to be in those drawers I just took down. That's a fail. Now, I've got a snow globe, which has fallen apart. This is a Winter Village-y kind of thing, but at the same time, I like this set. I think it's cool. But it's been many years since I've actually displayed it, and I could just use these parts elsewhere. It comes with like the tiniest little drawer in it, I think, which has got some spare pieces in. So again, I think I'm going to part that out. Ian, I think, likes this set, but I'm not going to put it on display. So what's the point of keeping it made up? So that's going downstairs to be broken up as well. There's Aurelia Earhart. She can go in with the minifigures. We've got a box here. What's in the box? Oh my goodness. It's a box of minifigures mainly, so they need to be sorted out. I may as well put her in there. We've got the base for, is that the bonsai tree base? Again, we're not going to use that. The bonsai tree is in the city, so that's going to get passed out. There's, I think that's that Scrooge, I think, from the Dickens set, which is just here. And again, am I going to part that out? Do I need to keep that? I might take off the top bit and use the book part, because I quite like the books and the way they look on the bookcases. I might keep the book, but get rid of the rest and part that out. So that's another thing to do. The mini gingerbread house, I really quite like this. But again, it's been in the cupboard for several years. Am I going to display it now that I've remembered I have it? What do you think? It's very cute, but where's it going to go? That one I'm less sure about parting out, because I really like the look of that. And that could make a good display at Christmas. So I maybe need to think a little bit more about that. We've got a ticket booth here for the fairground. This came, I think, maybe with the underwater ride or something. You can see there's a crab. He's meant to be on the top. Little crabby. So that I might go and put that over in the fairground, so that I've got it as an option when I'm trying to do ticket booths, because otherwise I will never remember I have it. So I may as well put it over where it's meant to go. And then we've got the tiniest little like Santa's workshop-y thing. Could that go in our Winter Village? Or is it even worth it? Again, I might go put that over by the Winter Village for me to decide when I actually am working on the Winter Village. Like, I don't have enough information to make that decision now, but I can put it near where the decision needs to be made. So I'll do that as well. I've got a very old calendar that I used to have on my desk at work, and you can see the yellowing on that. is atrocious. Look at those bricks. Still functional as a calendar if I really wanted to use it, but I don't think I'm ever gonna. I much prefer the recent Chinese New Year style one, because that looks so much easier to sort of flip the dates on. You had to rebuild this every month and it was a pain in the bum. So I think that might just get passed out. Flying saucers. That's my Unikitty collection, so I think I might transfer that to a bag and put it in with my minifigs. So that can go. A Bricklink order that hasn't even made it out of the bags yet. I mean, does anyone else do this? Order stuff, never use it. What have we got in here? Let's have a quick look. Leaves, we have so many leaves. We never needed to order those. Slide pieces. Some colourful umbrellas. I mean, useful stuff, but little bags, friends' bags. I think purple ones are those in there as well. Oh, a random, whatever that is, stabby thing. So that needs to go in the parts collection as well. Some minifigure parts, they can go in the minifigure box. I bought these books with minifigures. I just need to take the minifigures out and maybe take the books to Breakfast Club for the kids to enjoy. Another tray worth of minifigures, so that's going to go in with that other lot. I've got a brick mug thing that my sister bought Ian at some point, and I was like, oh, I'll do a review of it, but actually never got around to it. I don't think he's ever going to use it, so maybe I can just like gift that on to someone else. Put it in a charity shop, I think. I'm not sure what's in this box. I've got too many things in my hands now. Oop. Trying to work out how this box opens, but you literally can just lift the lid. Oh, look, these are from our wedding. This is exciting stuff to share, but not exciting stuff overall. So for our wedding, we had, everyone got like a whole little goodie bag of Lego bricks. We just bought some basic blocks, and then they had to like build stuff, and we would give out prizes for who'd built the best stuff. So the aim was to try and get the tables talking to each other, especially on tables where people didn't necessarily know each other. So they combined their bricks to make bigger things, and that's quite a cute little thing. But I had these on my desk at work for a while as mementos. Do I care enough to keep them though? I mean, it's just a tree. I might keep this one because it's cute and put that somewhere on display to remind me. I think it was meant to be a monkey. I think that might be its banana. But the rest, they can just get, I mean, I don't think that was even part of it. And then I've got some minifigs in here from the calendar. And someone's stolen her pom-poms. So I can get those parted out as well. And that's another box gone. That was loud. So the only thing that I think I can't make a decision on in here is, I don't know if you can see, underneath all of this stuff is Ian's Technic. No, that other word. Mindstorms Lego. So I will maybe find a place for that on the shelf behind, and that will give me all of this. So I'm going to go and get on with all of the things I said I'm going to do, and hopefully come back to a clear space. Just some visual proof that I am actually parting out the things that I took downstairs and putting them in the containers, because Ian uses these drawers for all his Technic, and I'm going to go with it. These are Technic. So the only quandary I'm in now is, do I put these ones and these ones in together because they're the same piece but just different colours? I feel like they're going in together. I've made the decision. In they go. Ah. So yeah, I'm actually getting on with some parting out. Go me. Okay, so I've moved quite a lot of stuff. The box, Mindstorms box, has gone in here. And in fact, I've noticed that these shelves have got some wiggle room to add a few more gift with purchases on. So maybe that's where I'm going wrong, because that backlog cupboard is full of gift with purchases. So I can move some out here. And also, we seem to have quite a gap here as well. So I can definitely put some more here. Last few things here, I've got a pick-a-pick lid, a random needle and some wool. There's that broken piece again, and I found the bit that goes in it. So that's what it's meant to look like. this whole piece just snapped off, which is pretty epic. So that's clearly got to go in the bin, and I still haven't taken this down to the donate pile, but I will do that. I'm going to start stacking up some sets here now and see how much I can get in here. It's quite tall and there's no shelving, so I'm feeling like I need to put the bigger sets here, or maybe I'll just jingle them, I don't know. I'm sure I can get quite a few in here, and that will hopefully help with the backlog of the backlog. So I'll do that now and we'll see how far we've got. Okay, it's pretty impossible to get a good shot from here because if I walk further back the city will get squished. But this is the what was empty shelf, and I've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 sets in there. So the 28 that were in the corridor and hallway and stuff has now been depleted somewhat. I have double stacked over here as well, and then I made the decision that this cupboard is cold, and there's probably a reason for that, and that was that massive hole. So I've made some Lego artwork. I mean, it's not pretty because I just used gaffer tape because that's what I had, but I chose specifically the giraffe set because I really do like the giraffe set, and I don't know 100% whether we're going to be keeping that one on display, but now if I miss it I can just open the cupboard and see. So hopefully that will decrease some of the airflow into this room and maybe warm up the room a bit. I haven't put much more onto these shelves because I didn't actually need to. So I have managed to get the rest of the stuff in the other cupboard. So there you go. It's still a ridiculous, like, unorganised mess in here. I mean, there's some organisation, like friend sets seem to all be together, but all of the little gift purchases are still in here, where I should probably take out like duplicates and stuff and put them in that pile to sale, like I said. But there is no energy in this household at the moment. I'm so surprised I haven't been called in to pick up my child from school as well. She's under the weather, and I've been feeling like so exhausted for days. And I think Ian went to bed like 9:30 yesterday. So I'm doing what I can in the time that I feel like I've got energy, and I'd say that was progress, because now the hallway it's got 2 sets in, and that's it. And one of those I'm going to build tonight, and the other one is for someone else, so I don't want it to get lost in this jumble of stuff. No change in the rest of the room. Still looks like a Lego city that's needing some maintenance, but I can at least get upstairs now, so that is progress, and I can officially say that I did tidy up the Lego studio properly now, after I just shifted stuff last week. So there you go. So we're going to end the video in here today with my rainbow drawers. So here is where I've put that chest of drawers, little mini ones, and I've left them there because I'm going to ask Ian where he thinks they should go, but I'm also going to ask you. So do we start building like a whole load of those on the top of here, obviously to clear the stuff off first, because these are the things that need to go in those drawers, so it should help? Or do we want a wall of them above the mock table? So there's the mock table, a wall of them there, or somewhere else. I think this is the wall where we're putting our display stuff, because that's right behind the camera when we're streaming, and I don't really want parts sort of here, because Ian will just annoy me trying to go get those and knock things that I'm trying to film or something. And I don't think there's anywhere else, apart from when maybe this cupboard is clear, we could put them inside the cupboard, but I feel like that would be an extra step to get to parts, and that would not be okay. So I'm thinking up here, like all parts, one wall. But this is also an option. So let me know in the comments below which you think is the best option, above the mock table or above the bulk parts, or plates, tiles and things, and we'll maybe make some choices based on that. So let me know if you've got any feedback on the process. Apologies again that I'm just essentially trying to get on top of my Lego, but that is what I need to do to be able to do the more creative things. So it's just what has to happen. And let me know how you deal with your backlog. Do you have a finite amount of space and you make those hard decisions, or do you just grow to whatever space there is in your house and therefore like it takes over your life? If you want to see more behind the scenes type footage, I'll link up a playlist at the end for that. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. See you later.